Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Ben Berlin with Berlin Enterprises. This is video number 11 in my real estate investing course that I offer one-on-one. I have my notes with me right now. It's just as if I was sitting with you right here one-on-one. Of course, in person is always a little bit better because we can have a dialogue now. I'm just rambling on about stuff, but hopefully you're getting a lot out of it. I've had some good feedback. It's pretty exciting. I also have some potentially exciting news. I don't want to say too much about it right now, but some potentially exciting news that's coming from these videos. So we are a full service real estate investing company. I've done about every different deal type there is when it comes to real estate. Real estate is and always will be the best vehicle for wealth creation. There simply isn't anything like it. You can leverage it, you can acquire it with little, sometimes no money down. You can have a lot of tax write-offs on it. That it's a great tax shelter, not tax evasion, but a tax shelter. And it's just an overall incredible. I'm just blown away by the opportunity that there is with real estate. And I started about 10 years ago, maybe not quite 10 years ago, but somewhere around then. And it's just been growing and growing and growing ever since. I just got back from Sarasota, Siesta Key, and Clearwater Beach, Florida. I was looking at some real estate down there. I think there's some tremendous opportunity. There's opportunity in every market. It doesn't matter what it's doing, but you just have to understand each individual market because they're all different. So this is based on my training course. This is video number 11. We are in section, we're in part 2 still. We're in Business Basics part 2 now. We finished Business Basics part 1. I want to mention that, you know, I set this video up. There's no editing of it whatsoever. If I stumble, forgive me. I'll regain my thoughts in a second. But it's just as if you and I were sitting one-on-one, talking about this back and forth. And I do offer this on a one-on-one basis also. Always a little bit better in person, of course. Have successfully done it over the phone and using FaceTime and other, you know, other technology available. So if you are across the country or somewhere else, we absolutely can do this without being actually face-to-face in person, and it will be equally as effective. So I'm always available at ben@berlinenterprises.net. I would love to hear from you. I am loving your feedback. Keep it coming. I'm getting a number of emails and comments and questions, and it's very exciting for me. So I love to share what I've learned over the years and the 100+ deals that I've done, and the team around me, you know, is just you've got to build a team, and I'm so grateful for everybody. So what I'd like to talk about today, and I don't think this is going to be a very long video. I just want to highlight some points about business name and branding. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to get ahead of myself. I forgot at the end of last video, at the end of video 10. I usually give you recommended further actions and readings, and I forgot to do that last time. I'm very sorry, I was over time, but I would absolutely recommend that you get the Robert Kiyosaki's book, Increase Your Financial IQ. Very, very helpful book. It's very closely related to what we talked about in the previous 3 or 4, probably 3 or 4 sections. And it will expand upon that, and it'll continue to help you grow. So I figured we'd do a little something different today. I'm in my my parlor right now, and I'm enjoying it. Like I said, just got back from Florida. I packed all day yesterday. I unpacked from Florida, packed for a ski trip that I have coming up in Colorado with a dozen other buddies. Leaving very early tomorrow morning. It's a Monday night, and getting some work done. I'm getting up at 3 tomorrow morning to take off. So that should be fun. I can't wait. So let's get back on track. Business name and branding. So I know you might ask, well, you know, you still haven't really told us how to invest in real estate. It'll come. People keep asking, you know, do you talk about negotiation with sellers? Yes, I do. Do you talk about, you know, how to present the offer? Yes, I do. Do you talk about how to find funding? Yes. So, you know, how to find deals? Yes, I all of that. This is all encompassing. Literally, if you do what I say, you cannot help but win. Business name and branding. So think about branding. What is branding? What does when you think of Trump, the Trump brand, what does that make you think of? It makes me think of high-end luxury buildings in New York City, and it probably makes you think the same thing. So he's built that brand. Donald Trump is a branding expert. He built that brand. So you see Trump, it makes you think of the high end. His motto is you take the very best materials in the very best location, no expenses spared, and you'll make a tremendous amount of money. And you will. That's his brand. So there's that brand. There's a Tiffany's brand. What do you think of when you think of Tiffany's? You think of high-end jewelry and whatever other knickknacks they have. What do you think of when you think of Ferrari? That brand has the racing heritage. That's the Ferrari is the king of the racing cars. What do you think of when you think of Aston Martin? You think of high-end luxury James Bond, fast cars, but high-end. So you get the idea. What do you think of when you think of a Walmart? Well, they're the low-cost alternative that has a little bit of everything. What other examples? What do you think of when you think of I don't know if you have a Gabriel Brothers in your neck of the woods, wherever your listeners are. But that is another discount clothing store, okay? So it doesn't matter what your brand is, but you have to know what you want your brand to be. So I knew from a very early stage that I needed to start branding myself. And so how do you do that? Well, you start by having and creating a business name. That's the very first thing that you do, is you create a business name. And you can just make something up. I chose Berlin Enterprises. I thought it sounded fancy at the time, and I still like the name of it. Berlin is my last name. I think it sounds good. And then you set up an LLC based on that, and then you get a logo. That's all part of the branding process. You get a logo. You get everything you do needs to be congruent. Your letterhead should have your logo on it. Your email should have your logo on it in your signature. I have it on my vehicles. Think about the show Flipping Vegas. Probably some of you have watched that. Well, they have Porsches and Land Rovers and all those fun cars. They have their logo on the side of every one of them. And I actually started to put my logo on my cars prior to even ever seeing that show. I don't even know if it was on at the time. And then I see them. So it's all part of the branding process. So people know you. That's what you have to do, is you have to create a brand so people know you and what you stand for. And again, it doesn't matter if you're at Tiffany's or a Walmart. But you have to know what you want. So if you go into this business, maybe there's people that have made fortunes in real estate investing in trailers and in mobile homes, and that's okay. And I've invested in mobile homes, and I've made a lot of money in mobile homes, but it's not what I want to focus on. You need to find the why. We talked about that in earlier videos. You need to find the why. So when you find the why, and by that I mean what gets you going, what gets you excited, what makes you want to wake up every day and tackle the day and have fun doing it. Well, it's not trailers for me. It's higher end real estate. It's rehabs. It's, I'm going into other markets, like I said now. And that's what gets me going. That's what gets me excited, the higher end real estate. And that might not be what gets you excited. And that's okay. It doesn't matter what gets you excited, but you just have to know your brand. I encourage you to put together a mission statement. And that can be very simple. Companies have, they spend a tremendous amount of time to put together a mission statement. And I encourage you to take some time and do this. And so you have to figure out your why. Write down the why. What is it? Why do you want to go into business? Is it for personal freedom? Is it so you can travel more? Is it so you can... realistically, I think what it comes down to, it's personal freedom. Because what does money buy us? It doesn't buy us... It gets us stuff, and that can be fun. But it's freedom. It's freedom from the man. That's what money buys us. So that's part of your why. You have to always remember part of your why throughout all of this. You always have to remember your why. But in your mission statement, is it that you want to help as many people as possible? Which, by the way, we've covered that before. The more people that you help get what they want, the more you'll benefit. And you have to do that with the right heart. You can't be doing that so you'll benefit. And again, just like your mission statement, you can't say, that you can't think that you're going to benefit all these people and do it so you benefit yourself, but that will be a side effect of that. But your heart has to be in the right place. So what's your mission statement? Take some time and write that down. What do you want to accomplish? What are you trying to do? Is it just a matter of simply making money? Well, that's okay. I mean, you can just want to make a lot of money, but that's not going to be very sustainable. It's not. I know from experience if all you want to do is make money, sure, you can make money, but it's not going to be fulfilling. It's not going to be sustainable. It's not. You have to do something that is fulfilling to you. That's what's going to be sustainable. So take some time, jot some stuff down for your mission statement, and this should just be a general overview of what you are trying to accomplish with real estate. So you have to know what you want to accomplish. For me, just to give you an example, when I first started investing in real estate, it was because I wanted to begin something that gave me financial freedom. Oh, and I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but it was within 2.5 years of starting to invest in real estate that I had financial freedom. And financial freedom is the point at which all of your passive income covers all of your expenses, everything. Not only your payments that we went over in budget in the previous section, but everything. So that's financial freedom. And then it was maybe a year after that, I think I quit my job. So it can happen very quickly. If I can do it, you can do it. You have to push yourself. You have to get outside of your comfort zone. But you always have to know what you want to accomplish. So what it was for me is I wanted it to allow me, I wanted to do real estate investing so it would allow me to pursue what I wanted to do. And well, what did I want to do at the time? I love traveling. I love outdoor things. I love fitness and nutrition, and I like to write, and I like to read, and I'd love to do all sorts of fun stuff. I love to throw parties for my friends. I love to be social. There's all sorts of things I love to do. I work hard though, no matter what. And recently people asked me, I've talked about the $1.3 billion Powerball right now. I really never play the lottery, but when I was in Florida, I thought, what the heck, I'll buy some. I bought, I don't know, 20 tickets or something. I didn't win that day, but I bought another 10 tickets for the 1.3 billion. People always ask, they say it would be so great to win that. Well, there would be some cool things about it. There would be a lot of challenges that you may not have thought of. But people always ask me, what would you do if you won that? And you know what my answer is? I would do exactly what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't change anything. I just would play on a bigger level. That's it. I would do exactly what I'm doing now. I would change nothing. I just would play on a bigger level. That's it. I'd be playing with skyscrapers in New York, and instead of commercial buildings around where I invest or whatever. I just would play on a bigger level. I wouldn't change. I know my why. I know what I want to do, and that's what you need to think about. And you may not realize it. You may not even know about it right now, but I knew my why from the beginning. I wanted to do real estate to free me up so I could do other things that I wanted to. And I have worked hard at it, and you need to work hard too, because that's where the satisfaction comes in of a job well done, is working hard. So again, I've mentioned you don't know if you've arrived if you aren't keeping score. Always be knowing when you arrive, because if you're not keeping score, you don't know when you have arrived. It's very important. So what you need to do, back to the business name, pick a business name that you love. You set up, everything has to be congruent with that. Your emails, you should have email addresses. I think it's very important. A lot of people like Gmail addresses. That's probably the most popular one now, Yahoo, and whatever else there is, AOL addresses. I think it's much more professional to have, like, my email address is @berlinenterprises.net. So when I first started, I saw that would look much more professional. So, a lot of people say fake it till you make it. Well, at the beginning, there was I wouldn't call it faking. I mean, I was genuine. I was genuinely doing what I said, but you have to act as if, like, everything, you're a professional real estate investor. That's what you are. Everybody you get business cards that have your logo on it. and your email address. And I recognized with my email address that at the beginning it looked more professional to say at berlinenterprises.net. So then I developed a website, which I'm actually having a very incredible one done by Grip Creative out of South Carolina. I'd be happy to give you their contact information. I have nothing but incredible things to say about that company. They're branding experts is what they are. They help you find your brand pattern. So I highly recommend Grip Creative for that. Franklin Grip is the lead guy at that team. They do an incredible job, which he's working on my new website now. They actually developed my logo, which I'm not sure if you've seen that. Probably on my YouTube channel and Vimeo channel, I think I have my logo, and on my vehicles, and it's everywhere. But people know me by that now, and I recognize that early on that you have to develop that brand. So your email address should match up with your website, your signs. We'll talk about some advertising. All your properties should have signs with your brand on it. When we get to talking about advertising, how to find deals, some of the things we'll do will require you to have your logo. So there are many things that have to be congruent to develop your brand. So I just think that it's very important to exude that you are a professional real estate investor. And when you do that, that's what naturally begins to happen. It's all a mental game. Everything's a mental game with you, with me, with everybody else. So I think I'm going to stop there for today. I want to talk about a credibility packet that I think is very important that'll help your business name and help branding when it comes to talking to potential investors, buyers, sellers. There's a lot of reasons that you could use it. I think it's very important, but I want to save that for next time. I would be happy to share that with you. I would like to, let's talk about that next time, and then I have some materials that we'll talk about and recommended further actions and readings. Hopefully you've enjoyed my chat about branding. I promise you we will get into finding deals, funding deals, farming deals, negotiation, all the stuff in between. But we still have to lay this foundation, and we're building on this foundation, and we're going to keep building on it for another few videos. Hope you enjoyed today. Feel free to ask me. I know there's probably a lot of questions you have, about what else you can do to brand, and I'd be happy to answer that. And I'll think about some more things maybe that I can talk about next time. But for now, I think we're done. Again, thank you very much, everyone. Ben at berlinenterprises.net. Feel free to contact me anytime, and I can't wait to talk to you soon. To your success, everyone. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.